to one and all present here. Today we are going to discuss Act 2 of the play Rivals. Let us have a brief introduction about the play, and which was published in the year 1775 and which comes under the genre Comedy of Manners. And the setting of the play is Bath, England, which introduces the main character and their conflicting romantic entanglements. Sheridan's first play, knows for wit, satire, explanation, and human norms. And then Act 2 develops the romantic misunderstandings and set up comic situations focusing on Lydia Languish's romantic fantasies, Captain Absolute's disguise as Ensign Beverly, introduction of characters like Sir Anthony Absolute. Setting of the play is which has a comic tension. Lydia realistic notions of romance, Mrs. Malaprop's strict control over Lydia, an introduction of plot involving the deception of Captain Absolute's importance of letter, which acts as a plot device. And the scene 2 overview. Captain Absolute's role as Ensign Beverly, Jack's Absolute's dual identity, and the manipulations of both Lydia and his father. Comedy in Jack's reluctance to give up his disguise despite Sir Anthony's expectation. Development of conflict between romantic desires and social obligations. Character analysis. Lydia's role is a naive romantic heroine obsessed with the idea of love in poverty and elopement. Contrast between Lydia's romantic ideals and the reality of social norms. Character analysis. Jack, he is an important character in the play and also the hero of the play, we can say. Protagonist who adopts the persona of Ensign Beverly to win Lydia's affection. Conflict between the role as a dutiful soul and his desire to control his romantic ideals, and use of deception for personal gain and the ensuing comic sequences. And Mrs. Malaprop, Lydia's aunt and a figure of authority known for her misuse of language, malapropism. Comedy arises from her attempts to sound educated and refined. The role in controlling Lydia and the contrast with Lydia's romantic ideals. Character analysis of Anthony Absolute. Sir Anthony Absolute, Jack's father, a figure of traditional authority, his insistence on an arranged marriage for his sons creates tension. He highlights a generational conflict and social expression. Themes. The theme of Act 2 is romantic idealism versus reality, deception and disguise, and social status and marriage, language and communication, which Mrs. Malaprop uses, and malapropism and the use of letters to drive misunderstanding. Literary devices of Act 2. The gap between characters, perceptions, and reality. Satire. Sheridan's criticism of social pretensions and the foolishness of rigid characters. Malapropism. Humorous misuse of words by Mrs. Malaprop illiterate him instead of obliterate. Contributions of the overall plot. Plot development. How Act 2 escalates the conflict between the characters. Introduction of complications in the relationship. Example, Jack's deception and Sir Anthony's interferences. The build up toward comic misunderstanding and eventual resolution. Summary or the conclusion of the summary. Act 2 plays a very important role. It is a critical turning point in the play Rivals. It establishes the key conflicts, that is, the comedic element that is present in the play, and also the social norms that is present in the play. Sheridan uses his wit or use of wit, humor, and language to critique social norms of the romantic ideas play a very important role in this play. So, this play, which projects the social norms of the society during the Sheridan's period. Thank you.